guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika. It's the Eco Crafty Show channel where each and every week we make eco-friendly craft DIY tutorials, the jewelries, the earrings, air dry clay stuffs and a lot. In today's video, how to make these beautiful paper and air dry clay earrings, and then I have actually used markers to color them. So I'm going to be showing you how to make these beautiful earrings. So let's dive into today's tutorial. Before go back, consider clicking the like button, guys. I do really appreciate that. If you want more such video in the future regarding the air dry clay earrings, jewelry and all that stuff, consider subscribing. We upload video every single week. When we do so, you're gonna get notified about it. So I'm gonna show you exactly how I made these paper and air dry clay earrings. And then I used the permanent markers from the Korean markers to actually color them. Let's dive into today's tutorial. What are the materials required? You're gonna need a silicone. I'm using this set silicone sealant. You can use liquid silicone or silicone rubber, whatever you want to use. The next thing, you're gonna need the paper pulp. Now this one is a paper pulp that I'm gonna be using. You're gonna need a pair of scissors, some tools to actually work with. You're gonna need water and a working mat, and you're gonna need some wire elements. So let's get straight with the tutorial. I'm gonna be adding this water to the paper pulp because I want it to be in a set state. So I'm gonna be adding the water and I'm gonna be making a loop out of it. So okay, keep it aside. Then you're gonna need a silicone. I'm gonna use the silicone smaller particles, so I'm just gonna gather all the particles. Let me just grab a little bit more. Here we are. And yeah, silicone with the help of the scissors into smaller particles. Make sure you make it into a smaller one so that it can easily get mixed up with the paper, okay? With the paper pulp, not paper. So we have actually cut down the silicone with the help of the pair of the scissors into smaller particles. It's quite small right now. So I'm gonna take all the silicone that we have made into the smaller particles. I'm going to take the entire silicone and we're going to add to the paper pulp and we're going to create a mixture. So let me just mix it up well. Let me take even more and mix it very well. Add water. If you feel like you can't make a mixture, add a little bit. And I'm going to convert it into the earrings, the desired shape which I want for my earrings. So I'm going to create the earrings. Guys, I have converted into this one. It has a silicone in between. Okay, this one is a silicone. I've added the very less silicone so that paper can easily bind together very well, because silicone is kind of like not binding that well to the paper because it's kind of like a not water attractive, not water loving anyways. So we're gonna make another pair. Okay, so another pair has a lot of the silicone and this one has a little bit lesser, but that's okay. Paper pulp. Let me just add a little. See, we have made the pair of the earrings. This one is a silicone which you are seeing in the paper pulp. I'm gonna leave it for drying for a day or so, and then we will going to see this thing how it actually come out once it's dried completely. Then we will going to make a hole, attach the wire elements, and we will going to finish up with the earrings and make touch, not to be exactly similar in size and shape, but I'm happy the way it's coming out. It's looking clearly. See, this is a paper pulp and it has a translucent silicone inside of it. So I use the paper pulp and the silicone to create this pair of the earrings. Okay guys, these earrings are completely dried right now. You could see I'm just gonna the materials required. You're also gonna need air dry clay. Okay, this is also the part of this tutorial. You're gonna need a air dry clay. Guys, our paper clay and silicone earrings are almost dry. I'm gonna apply air dry clay to them and then I'm gonna create a hole, because to create a hole you need just kind of like a gum which can actually help you create the hole. Without that you won't be able to create a one. So I'm gonna use this air dry clay and we will going to apply on the first layer and then I'm gonna be creating a hole. I'm gonna take a air dry clay, a liquid air dry clay, and I'm gonna apply it over here. I have created the hole in one of them and I'm creating the hole in the second earrings. I'm adding a liquid air dry clay to create the hole. So I've created the hole in one. I'm gonna create it in the similar way as well. 2 days. Okay, I have created the hole, you can see, and then we will going to color them and attach the wire elements, and then we will going to finish off with the tutorial. So yeah, make the wire elements. Okay, so I'm gonna be using these two pliers. You can use whatever plier you have, and I'm gonna be making wire elements. So let's make these wire elements. I'm gonna making a circular one. You can use whatever you want. I've made the first one kind of like a circular. I'm not going in exact shape. You can very well make it exact shape and size if you want to, but I'm just gonna be happy the way it's looking right now. So I'm gonna be making another. You can see I made these two wire elements for my earrings. Okay, and I'm gonna be using them for completing my earrings tutorial. Hey guys, I have made these ring wire elements for my earrings, and I have to finish it up. I'm gonna be doing it later on once I'm gonna be adding the earrings to them, then I'm gonna be finishing up with them. But this one I made tutorial. I'm gonna use these markers to color my earrings. It's optional. If you don't have these markers, you can use whatever colors you have, but I'm gonna be using these Korean markers, so that's why this part is optional. I haven't mentioned in materials required. So I'm going to be using these markers. These are the permanent markers. So yeah. Guys, we finished with the coloring with the markers. I'm gonna leave it drying for a few minutes. Yeah, you can see how beautiful they are looking. At the back is the paper only, and in the front is the color.